I'm Debbie here, offering a general reading. As always, take what resonates and disregard the rest. I have a couple decks out and a poem to share with you. Talk a lot about starseed qualities and lightworkers, that integration of energy, of how sometimes you are the catalyst for change through your energetic sphere. Some of it is a breaking free of shame, I do believe, to raise frequency beyond fear of doubt, beyond the belittling, shameful energies that feel very heavy, that disgrace of you being you. What happens when you flip the field to appreciating opportunity and learning how to grow forward and continuing to shine light and believing that your fulfillment on this planet has more to do with shining and being light, integrating joy and happiness on the planet, rather than being in this, okay, how do I translate what they're giving me right now? Using your intuition is dangerous for those who want you to stay course because they benefit for some reason from you following their lead, whether that is on a bigger cultural platform, whether we're looking at, civilization. I'm using that word because I've been looking through patterns of culture today, but more it's like being willing to not sacrifice yourself for a mold is dangerous to those who know only the mold they create for others to be in, or the mold that they create for themselves, and they're usually one and the same. And that's a beautiful dynamic to be empowered to break free of that disillusionment, to break free of what's around you. And more so than breaking free in defiance, but breaking free with love, gratitude, rather than self-sacrifice and shame. When I spoke to service, it's not to say that we don't continue acts of love and light and service, but there's a difference between being a doormat and walking on the red carpet. And it's not to say we're looking for the accolades. It's more of the best energy I can say is like when I teach people on their mat, I'm like, be regal on your mat, lift up through your spine and twist, rather than kind of slump and shame into your body. How can you really elevate your frequency and let that be the guiding force of change? You were brought here with purpose. I have sent forth my prayers, our children, even those who have erected their shelters at the edge of the wilderness. May their roads come in safely. May the forest and the brush stretch out their water-filled arms to shield their hearts. May their roads come in safely. May the roads be fulfilled. May it not somehow become difficult for them. When they have gone by a little way, may all the children and those whose roads are ahead may they all have powerful hearts, strong spirits, on roads reaching to Dawn Lake. May you grow old. May your roads be fulfilled. May you be blessed with life. Where the life-giving road of your Son, Father, comes out, may your roads reach. May your roads be fulfilled. We can analyze all day long. I mean, you tell I have a very active mental body, but really, at the end of the day, it's all different and the same. It takes courage to choose to be free of what someone belittles you from being. And really, most of that feels like projections of their own insecurities or inability to see patterns in culture, being able to step up, to make a change. Change is inevitable. Knight of Coins, So progress, so making change in the material is different than the energy you sense or what you explore between your own ears, and even what you feel in your emotional body. It takes a little bit longer to ground in the material. I say that, but things have been happening quicker and quicker. Let's see. Temperance. The word challenge came to mind with this. Being patient with yourself as you learn what's best for you. Patient as the energies integrate. Patient with the people around you, because you might see something different. And you might even see through the illusion of someone else's projections before they're even willing to admit it. And they're not probably going to be willing to admit it. And that's when you have to make peace with yourself. Like, just dumbass, and just going to keep arguing. Speaking of which, and that was one, there was a word they were giving me. I can't think of it right now, but it had to do with this devil energy. And it's interesting today because I did have that sense. Sometimes bracelets feel really good, solid on my hand, on my wrist. And I know when we do things with the Thai culture, you get the string around your wrist to keep you in yourself in the material realm. I can't think of the name of that. It's just interesting to see this depiction after that sensation today. And the word shackles was coming to mind. So breaking free of the shackles of disillusionment, breaking free of, you're incarnated here to help break that energy. I wish I could remember the word they were just giving me. And it takes patience to work beyond that disillusionment, because you might think that it requires self-sacrifice to break it, but it requires perhaps a boundary and a slow-moving change on your part, and you not being willing to accept the shackles any longer and finding a way to free yourself for your own peace of mind, peace of happiness. I mean, you're doing a service to humanity, because think about the energy of shame, of being subservient, for example. Oh my gosh, all these cards are falling out. Oh, that's not gonna work. Creates a mess. My friends say, I'm going rogue. That lands. What are you going to commit to? Bottom deck of this. The mental body. Some of the mental body that's within us is programming, because what? Language is taught, right? How do you feel? Learning to manage your emotions. The language is a construct. It's taught within us, so it's wired differently than our energy bodies, our emotional frequencies, right? And how things show up in the material realm. We create books, we create poetry, we create art, we create institutions like colleges and stuff, a way to communicate these philosophies, a way to transcribe what we feel inside. Some of it pours through us, and then some of us, it's kind of pressed upon us as part of the incarnation, the family that you were born into, or the culture you're around. And so you learn different languages. And think about it. This group uses these keywords, and this group uses another keywords. I mean, we can think Google Analytics if you want, but it's all part of the process, which is why it makes it even more challenging to break free in the mental body when it comes to creating change and manifesting beyond what you were brought here. And they keep giving me the word self-sacrifice, and I believe that's the devil energy that we're talking about here. And perhaps you believe you're incarnated to be of service through self-sacrifice. And the love that pours into you is what allows you to radiate and co-create with the divine at higher frequencies and to create change. And it doesn't happen as slowly. Like, this slows it down. I hope that makes sense. I would work on mantra if this is really landing with you, or you find that yourself talk to you, or the way others are talking to you. Because everything you're absorbing, like, you go to the grocery store, you hear sounds, you go pump your gas, there's like someone talking to you through a little video screen. Like, we're bombarded with information, right? So sometimes it is quiet time, quiet meditation. You could be listening to binaural beats or something of the sort, or creating some sort of mindset. And you probably heard me say, like, I have combated some patterns of thought by creating a new thought to replace it. Passion. 11. What are you passionate about? Are you willing to go after it? And let that be the commitment. Which means sometimes breaking away from, sometimes as you elevate, what once gave you passion and purpose is no longer, because your work is done. You've laid down some great groundwork. They give me the word grade, so maybe it was like, it's like, that was your elementary school. Now you're going to middle school with this next assignment. Something of the sort. Let's look at the bottom deck just in case. Ooh, I like this. Owl. 7, I've been seeing her a lot. On Wednesday, with the waxing moon, let wisdom come and be renewed. Give me the word self-sacrifice. How will your energy free itself up when you're not tethered to that which binds you back? When you're able to have your own thoughts and your own freedom, you can co-create with the divine. And I'm telling you, it's going to happen quicker when you're not tethered to these patterns of disillusionment and fear. 7-11, so those numbers paid 7-11 4. So learning I'm not going to translate it, I'm just not getting a word. To commit. Learning to commit to your own intuitive insights to lead you. Sending lots of love and light your way. Thank you for listening, liking, sharing, and subscribing.